preparation for the exam, I would like you to practice these questions here under past papers. Now, some of you may want to look at the past papers for the other exams. For this subject, you got two exams, long paper, which is first, and then the short paper. Do not look at the short paper now, please. If you're going to revise for this exam, only look at paper 2. Paper 2 is not a paper that you revise by just looking at it. Okay? You only revise in technical drawing by drawing. That's clear to everybody? So, what I have done, I have included a set of past papers here. I have also included videos. Now, because everybody is not present for the session, which is why I'm recording this, I have added you to a playlist on my channel, which should come out shortly. And this playlist has several CXC technical drawing past papers. Now, some of you may feel as if we cannot get these drawings done. You may feel as if we don't have enough time to get the drawings done. Regardless of if you feel good or if you feel bad, I need you to practice these drawings. If you can't do it every day, at least once every 2 days. Is that clear to you? So you will see the past paper in the classroom. This gentleman here, in the videos that he has made, he is literally drawing out the thing. Now please remember what I said. You cannot revise for this subject by watching this video. What do you have to do? I can't hear you. You gotta draw it, okay? And even if it takes you 2 hours, 3 hours, that's fine. The exam is 2.5 hours. So you need to generate now the interest and the experience of doing the exam, so that when we actually do the exam, you don't feel that you can die. It is not a problem to draw for 2 or 3 hours. You need to sacrifice if you can pass. With the SBM marks that you have, each of you have 40% going into the exam. You only got 60 more marks left to get. And the reality is, there's a high possibility that a few of you may fail. You're not coming to the sessions, you ain't practicing. So even though I have given you everything that you need to get grade 1, some of you are going to struggle. So with all that being said, I need you to practice these things in the classroom. I have shown you where they are. I'm showing you here again. These are the past paper videos. They're past papers here. Any questions, any comments? You clear? How often do we need you all to practice? Every day or every 2 days? Please. Now, if you got other subjects to do, which everybody has, make a timetable. You should do a subject every 2 days. So make a timetable of what you can do. All right, into the drawing that we did today. What do you think of the drawing? What did you think of the drawing? Fair? Anybody felt it was very difficult? What's the first thing that you draw? Pardon me? Circles, right? Whenever you got circles, and you start circles by doing the center lines for circles. So I'm looking here, there's a diameter 70, so that's 35 radius. Y'all can see clearly? And over here we have a diameter 12.5, so that is 6.75. Now I could easily just click diameter, but I'm calculating it. It's up to you what you want to do. What's the measurement for this middle circle? Pardon me? No. Look, the arrows here. 12.5 is a small circle. No. What's this circle? 40. How you get 40 to count? See that? And it got the diameter by 40. You understand? Now, it is baffling to me that this would cause some of you to struggle. But the reality is, that's what it is. Now, if you struggle finding that measurement, please practice. Okay? Now, in here, second circle is diameter 40, diameter 40. You're checking yours, Kinai. You're wrong, Kinai. You circle that you're not gonna change. You circle wrong. So over here, I'm just drawing up this line. Which view am I drawing now? Which view am I drawing now? Which one am I drawing up here? The front, the triangle looking thing. Now, even though this is not fully finished, the way I draw, I can do piece of this view, and then I can do piece in next view. Because when persons come to mark, if you do not have any of the front view, how many marks you getting for the front? None. You understand that, Keontae? What I just said was, if you had none of the front view, the marks you're going to get is 0. So pay attention, please, to the screen. All right, so from here, we have in this horizontal, we offset in 3. And once we put in that 3, we're going to offset 40. So the measurements that I'm using are from over here. We're going 40 down, and we're also going 40 up. So, and then we're just projecting this circle upwards. So in less than 3 minutes, we have the body of the front view, and we also have the body of the plan view. You understand that? Right? So we're missing the 18 down here. So me come down here and put in my diameter 18. What's the reason that I'm drawing this out for you? But why? Why do you think I should show you what to do? So that you can see in rocket science. Ain't that difficult, you know? I have not been drawing here for 5 minutes. And as I said, I have the body of the front finish, and I also have the body of the plan view finish. Right? So we can stop there for now. Malik, what's the next thing that you would do? Alright, staying too long. Khalil, what's the next thing you do? What's the mistake that I made sure? Alright, we gotta clean it up properly, so I need to change the center lines, fine. But I've made a bigger mistake than that. Hidden? You mean in middle? Not yet. At this point, suppose the exam finished now. What's the biggest mistake that I've made? Title, symbol, so we start symbol, radius 5, and we're gonna go radius 10. You need to know this by heart, people. So we come over here, and we draw our symbol. So the reason that you have your symbol is to show the angle of projection that you use. You must draw your symbol. So in less than a minute, we have a symbol drawn, and we have gained 5 marks. Do not practice like what I did in doing the symbol after this. For me, I can remember it. But for you, you ain't gonna remember it. So draw the symbol first. What's the title for this drawing? What's it called? Cone assembly. What's the issue with my writing here? You can see Kalu? And so we need the scale 1-to-1. Remember, colon doesn't work. What's the problem with scale? We don't change the layer. All right. So we get to the most important thing. We got this hole going through the work. Change the outline is true. I don't think I can change mine to outline because I want the video to stay sharp. But I'm saying it in the video for those listening. Please change your lines to outlines so that you do not lose marks. All right, so from here, we're gonna assemble. And once we assemble, we have ensured that we have passed. With this drawing so far, out of the 80, I will have probably 28, 27 out of 80, right? With everything that I've done. Where the extra marks come from this, and also this piece. Now, students in the past have done this. We just draw it over here separately. And with any view that we make, you draw the circles first. So over here, we got diameter 26, which is radius 13. And then we don't have any more measurements over here, right? We only got this diameter 14 over here, which is the small circle. So we got 7, so that's a small circle. So you're just using the 2 of these. So when I come across now, to make my front view, I'm coming across 10, and I'm drawing this down. Now I saw some persons focusing on the small details here. You see like the little slant that thing has? Just draw the body of it. If you have time, put in the small details. You understand me, Javonte? Keontae need to pay attention. The mark you see, what I did to avoid the mistake you made, we draw the circle first and we project across. Ariane, you're gonna keep working. Find something to do. All right, so when we come here, this is coming across 5, coming up, and then we're projecting the top across. And for the most part, we got the body of this piece. You understand that? We understand that? No, ain't fully correct, which is true, but we got the body. Offset 1. Well, it has here M10 by 1.5. The 1.5 refers to how deep this goes, right? And the threads that are here, the M10 is the hole that's in the middle. So if a person's wondering about what's the size of the hole, that hole is M10 or diameter 10. You follow me so far? It then has here a diameter 8 drill. So I can put in my M10, which is radius 5. And I'm going to project that across to form my threads. I'll then offset the measurement that is here for these chamfers. So it tells us that there's a chamfer 1 by 45. Anybody knows what that means? No. So the measurement there is 1. Offset 1. We come in, we come in. You clear what we just did? You clear? A chamfer is a slant. Okay? So the chamfer is the little slant that is there, even though it's a little blurry. So we're gonna switch now to 45. And then we drop a 45 here. And we put in our 45s down here. And this is how we put in our chamfers. If we put in the chamfers, you'll get an extra like 3 marks or so for that detail. The only reason I'm putting these in is because I have most of the body of this piece. Alright, I feel satisfied with this, so I can move this now. So, something that I miss. What did I miss from the front view? I missed the curve, it's true, I missed the curves. But where this thing going? How far down this going? You got a measurement down? 5? What's the measurement down? I ain't seeing any measurement down. Seeing the measurement down tall, so. Alright, so this here has a 2.5. Now all of these numbers are words. It's saying here M6 by 1. The M6 is the little hole going inside. how do I know the little hole inside is M6? How do I know that's M6? It got threads. This piece over here got threads. So we only use M for a metric thread. You understand, Javante? So when you look at these strange dimensions in the exam and you do not understand what they're for, we explain it in this video so you can remember when you practice. M6 by 1 is this hole here. The 1 is how much we offsetting between the two hidden lines. What's the size of this space here? 16. So it offsetting, what's half of 16? 8 up, 8 down, and it got 2.5 dp. So we come across 2.5. Offset 2.5, drop down there, and moving this. And somewhere in there. Alright? Any questions, any comments? We all think. You see how I assemble it? You sure? I need you to focus, Keontae, please. Alright, so the last part that's missing is this bolt, or the stud, sorry. You know, some persons had issues with the measurements. What's the diameter of this piece? 6. What's the diameter of this piece? You all understand that? How do we know this part is diameter 10? M10. You understand that, Keontae? How do we know this is diameter 6? Javante. You see M6? So it has by 1. By 1 is the depth of the thread. So when you offset it 1, offset it 1.5. Alright, so I'm going to draw this bolt in here one time. Does the bolt fit into this? Alright, so I can just draw the shaft of it going through. It's 32 across. This is 40. So for the most part, that bolt is going to fit somewhere in here. Now, some of you may not know the measurement of the bolt, exactly where it is fitted. So you can draw it like this. Start with this side, so you're coming on 5. Coming across here. 32 from 25 from 32 is what? 25 from 32 is what? 7. So I just subtracted the measurement, which would give me the length of this piece. So when I offset 32 for the full thing, and I'm going to offset 25 to see if this is correct. And the line lines up, so that is correct. Over here, we offset in 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Now, this question is the easiest CSC question that you will find in past papers. And I have used it to give you all a bit of hope. All is not lost. There's a possibility you will get some easy questions or an easy question that will come. I just need you to remember the things that we discuss so that you are prepared for it. The principles for each question are the same. You're doing an assembly, you can drop a bolt somewhere in something, so I put in that day. Alright? For people who might think, oh, we need to do so much. The plan view is finished? Plan view finished? Alright, so let me finish the plan view very quickly. Is everything that they have here correct? No. There's some mistakes and there's some things missing. But generally, here's how we're going to finish the plan. The size of this thing is a circle. So, and from there we got our plan view. Why do you think I copied it? How was I able to copy it? Copy selection, but why? Why did I have to draw the other views or whatever? It's the same. The plan view of this object is the same. It's all circle. So to be very honest with you now, out of the 80, this is a minimum of 50, about 52, 53. What do I need to change to get full marks? I need to change the layers. I need to put down sectional front view. I need to put in AA. I need to put in the parts that I'm missing. They're gonna show the hidden detail. Okay? Wanna understand what I'm telling you? Now I stop in here. The odds are you are not going to get 50 or more if you do not assemble and if you do not put in these things. I need you to remember these. Any questions, any comments? All right, so we're gonna get ready for question 2. Go back to your computers. Alright, so question 2 has just been sent on WhatsApp, and we discussed this question. We discussed this question on Tuesday. I'm also going to post it in the classroom so that you can access it. Trey. Alright, so it's posted. Alright, so now remember this exam has 2 sections. Most persons focus on section 1 and they do not complete section 2. The reasons are usually they don't have the time to complete question 2 or they do not know question 2. We're going to go through 4 of the topics for our question 2. Those topics are sections, fasteners, oblique projection, auxiliary projection, and isometric projection. We know isometric projection already. We're going to practice all of the others during the course of this weekend and next week. Alright, so what is this question asking you to do? Pardon me? Is answered to do a half section of what? The wheel, okay? Now, do they give you any measurements for the wheel? Alright, go back to the question to read it. Are we drawing the isometric or are we drawing the orthographic? Read the question, please. Read the question, please. Can you see orthographic during the question, Javonte? It says figure 4 shows the pictorial sketch and 2 orthographic views of a steering wheel. Make neat orthographic sketches. Orthographic is 3D or front and plan? Orthographic is 3D or front and plan? Alright, so pay attention then. Look at screen. So I draw my wheel. Orthographic, front and plan. So what measurements am I using to draw this wheel? There are no measurements on the paper. Y'all can see clearly? So remember, I am drawing the wheel. Alright, so I got the center of the wheel, and the center has in a small hole, so I just draw this back. Now, this has not taken 10 minutes. Hey, sir.
May I speak the issue on it?
Yeah, sure. This has not taken 10 minutes, but what has happened is that I have completed the wheel. Pay attention. Remember recording, please look at screen. Up here. So we pull this up. And we have the front and the plan. You understand the front and the plan? We understand the front and the plan? When we look here, are there any measurements here? What have I done? Remember your measurements. And I drew it back. You understand what they could do? What they start drawing first? The circles, okay? They're not marking you for measurements, okay? I'm gonna give you, it's no 1040. I'll give you till 1045 to draw the wheel and the front. I'll stop the video at this time. 1045. Yeah, no problem, sir. We are drawing the wheel. I need you to draw it a little faster, guys. Put some reliefs on this. And put some dark into the flowers. Now, an important factor is the hidden detail for the hole that's in the middle. All right, pay attention. So we have drawn this back. Now CXC brings sections in maybe 2 or 3 ways. So the drawing that they have given us here, they want us to use this to show 3 different types of sections. What are the names of the sections? So one is half, one is revolved, and one is local. All right, so we're gonna start with revolved. So what is a revolved section? Now remember I posted this in the chat on Tuesday, but let's say we cut this piece here, and we wanted to show the inside of this piece. This is a steering wheel. What shape do you think this piece here is? This part of the handle. That's here. What shape do you think this is? Shape. A circular shape, cylindrical shape. Follow me as a steering wheel. So the steering wheel is a cylindrical shape. If I had to slice off a piece of the steering wheel, what shape would I see? A circle. Y'all follow me? Now for a revolved section, look at board. You cut it and you turn it. So let's say we're looking at this paint bottle. And I want to do a revolved section tray. I cut it down here. But when I cut it, I have to turn the piece that I cut to you. You understand what I said? Giovanni, you keep working while I'm talking. I don't understand it. So when we revolve something, revolve means to turn. Are we turning the whole piece, or are we turning only the part that we cut? Only the part that we cut. So it may not be the easiest to understand, but we're going to practice through. Now, I have just put the handle part in here. When I slice this, I'm going to see a circle. Here is the circle that I'm going to see. We hatch this circle. Now, what this is, a revolved section of this part here. You understand that? Let me use a second example. Remember we did the bush, right? So suppose I was sectioning the bush on this line. And CXC told us, look, do a revolve section of the bush on this line. What is the shape of the bush from the end view? Circle. So we would cut it here, draw our circles, and here is our section. This section would actually just be the wheel, the circle, and that's it. So instead of us drawing the sectional view over here like we commonly do, you cut it and turn it in the same elevation. You understand that? Do you understand that or no? You sure? You revolve, you cut it, and you turn it in the same elevation. Alright, so we can go to the next one, which is a half section. What's a half section? Listen. Look, you can leave. Yes. All the best. Alright, so pay attention. We have here our arrowhead. The thing about a half section, it only cuts the figure in half. You understand that? So the line that we're using has only cut here. Y'all can see where it cut in? Those things? You see it touching this edge, right? Touching this edge? Coming across here? So for the half section, only what is cut is what we will section. So this is not the correct section, but just doing it for time. So basically over here is what will be sectioned. You understand that? Now, over here, the last one is a local section. What do you think a local section means? One way? One area? One area is correct. So I want to do a local section of this part of the view. So this is my cutting plane. So the cutting plane that I just made only shows a particular part of it. Where has been cut? Over here get cut? This piece get cut? You sure? But exactly where? Not these 2 points. So the thing about a local section is you're only going to show a part of it that is cut. And for the section plane that we use, the cutting plane that we use, it only cut in here. So when I project up, I am only going to see that part section. Now once again, the section is not fully correct, but I'm just showing you, giving you an idea of what the local section is. You understand that? You sure? Alright, so we go back to writing. For our sectional view, you need to write what they are. So over here, you're going to write your revolve section. We got our half section, and then we have our local. So make sure you write the names. If you do not write the names, you're going to lose marks because the marker will not know what they are. And this is basically it for the exam. Last thing I'll show you before you do this, we're just going to go to WhatsApp to the questions that were sent. Now, some of the sections are explained here, and they're also in the classroom. So you just need to read this. Full section, what we normally do, it has over here an offset section, which some of you did for the SBA. Who did the offset section for the SBA? Who did the section where the line changed for the SBA? So here we have a half section. So for the half section, you only section in half, okay? As we can see on the screen. I did not go through a line. I did the revolved. The reason that you would do a revolve section is so that you know the shape of the object. So here is the revolve. And the last one, just trying to find the local. Well, we have a remove here. And the remove section is also a local section. So this is where your local section is, this remove section. It just shows a set part of the sectional elevation. All right, so two things what we're doing from here. I want you to revise this. I also want you to practice them so that if this question comes, you know them. That's clear to you? So it is now 10:52. I want you to draw the different sections from this document and also from the classroom using the objects that were given. So here are the types of sections, and I have a little more information in here. Any questions? All right, so that's it, people. Get to draw your sections.